welcome back to the Weekly Education Pulse. I'm Sammy.
And I'm Tony. Each week we bring to you a fast global roundup of the most important developments shaping international education.
In today's episode, we're covering 5 big stories, from major curriculum reforms in the UK to a new global certification pathway for American international schools, major expansions in Hong Kong, and a high-profile new British school arriving in Dubai.
There's a lot happening across many regions with real implications for school leaders, families, and investors. Let's get straight to the news.
And we start this week in the United Kingdom, where the Department for Education has announced significant upcoming changes to the English national curriculum, reforms that will shape what and how children learn across primary and secondary schools.
Yeah, and these changes are substantial. The government is aiming to modernise the curriculum by placing greater emphasis on real-world skills, digital literacy, a more coherent progression of knowledge through key stages.
Yeah, one of the biggest shifts is a stronger focus on oracy and communication, recognizing the evidence that spoken language skills are foundational to academic success. There's also a renewed push on problem solving, critical thinking, and interdisciplinary learning, bringing the curriculum closer in line with global trends.
And importantly, digital competence is being elevated. The changes call for earlier and more structured exposure to computing, AI awareness, and digital safety, reflecting how technology now underpins both learning and future employability.
Parents will also notice adjustments in assessment and progression. While exams remain a core feature of the system, the reforms aim to reduce unnecessary content loads and improve depth of understanding rather than rushing through broad surface-level topics.
For international schools offering the English national curriculum, this presents both opportunities and challenges. Many already integrate global perspectives, inquiry elements, and digital skills, but alignment with updated UK standards will require curriculum mapping, teacher training, and adjustments to schemes of work.
And globally, this shift is part of a wider pattern. National curricula adapting to a world shaped by technology, skills development, and changing workforce demands. So the UK is the latest system to modernise, joining Singapore, Australia, and the Emirates in overhauling what students actually learn.
So while the reforms will take time to roll out, this is an important moment. The English national curriculum remains one of the most widely used frameworks in international schools worldwide, and these changes will ripple through hundreds of campuses across the globe. And for our second story this week comes from Cognia, one of the world's largest accreditation bodies, which has just launched a brand new American School certification designed specifically for international schools operating outside the United States.
Yeah, and this is a notable development. Until now, many international schools offering US-style programs have relied on a mix of accreditation pathways, be it Cognia itself, MSACs, WASC, and American curriculum approvals. But very few frameworks existed that explicitly recognized international American-style schools and the unique contexts that they work in.
This new certification aims to fill that gap. It's built around a clear set of US-aligned standards covering school governance, teaching quality, student well-being, assessment, continuous improvement, and curriculum structure. But it also acknowledges the realities of operating across different cultural and regulatory environments.
And what Cognia is emphasizing is consistency and comparability. With so many international schools branding themselves as American, families often find it difficult to distinguish quality, alignment, and also credibility. So this certification creates a more transparent benchmark.
And from a market perspective, this launch is well timed. American curriculum schools continue to grow in regions such as the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and Latin America, driven by demand for AP pathways, US college preparation, and more flexible skills-based model.
For school leaders, the certification could also streamline strategic planning. It provides a pathway that supports school improvement, data-driven decision-making, and governance alignment, all areas that international schools sometimes struggle with when adapting US frameworks overseas.
And importantly, this certification doesn't replace Cognia accreditation. It complements it. Schools that want full accreditation can still pursue it, while others might choose the new certification as an accessible, focused badge of quality, aligning them to American standards.
So for both families and schools, this announcement adds clarity to a rapidly expanding segment of the international school market. It strengthens quality assurance and makes the American pathway more recognizable globally.
And given Cognia's scale, serving 40,000 plus institutions, this new certification is likely to roll out quickly across key international regions.
And now for our next story, we're heading over to Hong Kong, where North Anglia International School has announced a major expansion, a brand new sixth form centre located in Hung Hom.
Yeah, it's a significant upgrade of the campus. The new centre will house their senior secondary programme, including the IB diploma, and designed to create a more specialised pre-university environment. That's becoming a key differentiator in Hong Kong. It's a very competitive premium school market.
The announcement highlights dedicated spaces for advanced science labs, university counselling suites, collaborative study studios, and quiet independent learning zones. It's very much aligned with what families expect from an academically ambitious IB sixth form.
And the move is clearly driven by demand. The school has seen steady enrolment growth across its campuses, and the expansion reflects not only a rise in local interest in the IB pathway, but also a broader shift in Hong Kong's international school demographics. More local families are choosing international schools for their upper years.
And Hung Hom is a strategic location. It's well connected, close to major transport links, and increasingly popular among families looking for a balance of accessibility and high quality schooling options. So the new sixth form centre effectively strengthens North Anglia's footprint across the Kowloon and New Territory area.
And obviously it underscores North Anglia's global strategy. We've seen them invest heavily in senior school facilities across their network, from Abu Dhabi to Singapore, to enhance academic pathways, student well-being, and of course, university preparation.
And in a market like Hong Kong, where parents scrutinise sixth form provision very closely, investing in a purpose-built senior campus helps North Anglia stay competitive against other major players in the city-state, be it ESF, Harrow, and newer bilingual entrants.
So this is more than just an additional space. It's a strategic strengthening of North Anglia's academic offering, aiming squarely at families seeking high performance IB pathway and strong university outcomes. And staying in Hong Kong, got a fourth story today from Stamford American School, which has officially opened its brand new West Kowloon campus, being described as Hong Kong's first university-style high school.
Yeah, this is a very distinctive development. The new campus is purpose-built for upper secondary students and mirrors the feel of a US college environment, complete with specialised labs, flexible learning studios, seminar rooms, and collaborative breakout spaces rather than traditional classroom spaces.
And that design choice is intentional. Stanford is positioning this campus as a bridge between high school and university life, giving students more independence, choice, and responsibility. It closely aligns with the school's American curriculum and its focus on inquiry-based, future-ready learning.
Yeah, the campus also includes advanced STEM facilities, a digital media centre, art studios, and career-focused learning spaces. For families, this signals a clear commitment to preparing students not just academically, but also socially and professionally for post-secondary life, especially for those targeting US universities.
And strategically, the West Kowloon location is ideal. It's becoming one of Hong Kong's most connected districts with major residential development, cultural institutions, and high-speed rail link, all nearby. For international high school, that connectivity matters.
Yeah, this launch comes at a time when Hong Kong's upper secondary market is becoming increasingly competitive. Parents are looking for strong university counselling, personalised pathways, and facilities that feel aligned with global higher education expectations.
And Stanford's new campus ticks those boxes. It differentiates them clearly from other American curriculum schools in the city and adds more diversity to Hong Kong's already sophisticated international school ecosystem.
So, this isn't simply a campus expansion, it's a strategic repositioning of Stanford as a future-focused, globally aligned high school option with one of Asia's most premium markets. And we're going to finish off this week heading over to the United Arab Emirates, where one of the UK's most prestigious independent schools, St Paul's Girls' School, has announced plans to open a new international campus in Dubai.
Yeah, St Paul's Girls' School is consistently ranked as one of the top academic schools in the UK, known for exceptional exam results, world-class university outcomes, and a strong culture of scholarship and intellectual independence. Its move into Dubai marks one of the most high-profile British school expansions in recent years.
Yeah, the planned Dubai school will follow the British curriculum pathway, the strong emphasis on academic excellence, STEM subjects, the humanities, and co-curricular enrichment, all hallmarks of the St Paul's model. While details are still emerging, the school is targeting an opening within the next few years, aligning with Dubai's continued population growth.
And strategically, Dubai clearly makes it's perfect sense. The Emirate remains one of the most competitive and most opportunity-rich locations for international schools in the world. Parents are increasingly seeking academic rigor, British pathways, and St Paul's entering with that, their brand reputation that very few schools can match.
Yeah, and this also reflects a broader pattern we're seeing. Elite UK school brands entering the Gulf. In the past decade, we've seen Harrow, Brighton College, King's College, Royal Grammar School, Guildford, and others establish strong presences in the region. What is different here is the exclusivity and academic positioning that St Paul's brings. This is a school known for top-tier achievement.
And for Dubai, this continues a shift towards more differentiated premium offerings, with demand rising among both expatriate and Emirati families, and with ongoing housing developments in the mid to high-end segments, top British schools are positioning themselves to capture long-term demand.
So, the arrival of St Paul's Girls' School is not just another new campus announcement, it's a powerful signal of Dubai's global pull and its reputation in one of the world's leading centres for premium international education.
And it sets the stage for an even greater competition at the very top of British curriculum market in the years ahead. And that wraps up the week's global headlines this week.
Yeah, from curriculum reforms in the UK, a new Cognia certification, strategic campus expansions in Hong Kong, and the arrival of St Paul's into the Dubai market. It's clear the sector is continuing to evolve very quickly.
These developments all point to the same theme: increased competition, higher expectations, and more globalization across every tier of the international school market.
As always, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Which story stood out the most to you this week? Drop a comment below.
And don't forget to like, share and subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Weekly Education Pulse.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.